Yeah. Yeah. So now let's go on to problem N, right? For problem N, we are given what? The cube root of 16 minus cube root of 54 all over cube root of 2, right? So what am I going to do? I said we are going to use the calculator to find factors which of numbers inside the square root. 16 can be broken down, 54 can be broken down. 2 is just okay as it is. So let's find the factors of 16. I know that 16 is it. So I'm going to type 16 equals sign shift fact. It's 2 to the exponent of what? 4, right? And then 54 is equal to what? 2 multiplied by 3 cubed, right? So now this means that this problem can just be equal to what? To cube root of 2 to the exponent of 4 minus cube root of 2 times 3 cubed, right? All over cube root of 2, right? So now what can I do? I'm going to rewrite this third in exponential form. So I have 2 to the exponent of 4, but I have a 3 here. So therefore, it's going to be exponent of what? 1 over 3 minus. Here, I have multiplication sign in between. So I can what? Separate the thirds. So I'm going to have cube root of 2 times cube root of 3 cubed all over cube root of 2, right? And then check now. Here I'm just gonna have what? I'm just gonna have 2 to the exponent of what? 4 over 3 minus. I still have cube root of what? 2 times. Here I have cube root of 3 cubed, and I have cube root, and then here I have a 3. I have a 3, I have a 3. So those 3's are gonna cancel each other out. Then I'm gonna have a what? A value of what? 3. Because remember, yesterday I told you that there's this law that if in case I have a to the exponent of n, and then I have the nth root of n. This is just equal to what? To a. I gave you guys this law yesterday because check. If in case I have a to the exponent of n, the root of it is just equal to what? To a to the exponent of n. All to the exponent of what? 1 over n. And n times 1 over n is just going to be 1. So it's a to the exponent of 1, which is just equal to what? To a. So, yeah, I explained that law yesterday. All over. I'm gonna write this two also in yeah. So now let's continue. I still have cube root of 2, right? Okay, fine. And then um, okay, this problem is getting a bit messy. But now, what do we notice? We do notice that we have a subtraction sign, right? So remember, if in case I have a plus b all over c, it can be written as what? A over c plus b over what? C. Are you guys okay? The same applies for my subtraction. So a minus b over c is just equal to a over c minus b over c. Are you guys okay? So I'm going to separate this thing. So I'm
Yes.
going to have 2 to the exponent of what? 4 over 3 all over cube root of what? 2 minus cube root of 2 times 3 all over cube root of 2, right? So I can notice that from this side, these two values are going to cancel each other out, right? They're going to cancel each other. But on this side, I'm going to have what? I can just say, okay, I have 2 to the exponent of 4 over 3 all over. I'm going to rewrite this set in exponential form. So it's going to be 2 to the exponent of what? 1 over 3 minus. These two things cancel. So I'm going to have minus what? 3 equal sign. I'm continuing. So I'm going to have 2 to the exponent of what? 4 over 3 minus 1 over 3 minus 3. So here I'm going to have 4 over 3 minus 1 over 3 it's going to give me 1. So I'm going to have 2 to the exponent of 1 minus 3, which is just equal to 2 minus 3, which is just equal to negative 1. So are you guys with me?
Yes, sir.
You understand every step of the problem?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'm going on to the next problem since there are no questions. So I'll go on to problem O, which is root of 48 minus root of 32. So it's what? It's saying root of 48 minus root of 32 all over root 12 minus root 8. Right? So now let's look at the values inside the set. So I have 48, 32, 12, and 8. All of these values can be broken down. So what are the factors of 48? 48 is equal to shift fact. It's 2 to the exponent of 4 times what? 3. And what is 32 equal to? 32 is equal to shift fact. 32 is just equal to 2 to the exponent of what? 5. And then 12, it's just equal to 12. It's 2 to the exponent of 2 times 3. And then 8 is just equal to 2 cubed, right? So what am I going to do? So this problem is just going to be equal to root of 2 to the exponent of 4 times 3 minus root of 2 to the exponent of what? 5 all over. What is 12? It's root of 2 to the exponent of 2 times 3 minus root of what? 2 to the exponent of what? 3. Right? So here I can see I have multiplication sign in between and I have a Z sign. So I can what? Separate. So I'm going to have square root of 2 to the exponent of 4 times square root of what? 3 minus uh minus the square root of what? The square root of, let me check. So here I can still have, so I'm writing it in exponential form. I'm going to have 2 to the exponent of 5 all to the exponent of what? 1 over 2 all over. Check now. I'm going to have square root of 2 squared times square root of what? 3 minus root of, oh, I'm going to rewrite it in exponential form, sorry. So I'm going to have 2 to the exponent of 3 all to the exponent of what? 1 over 2. So now check. When I simplify this thing, 2 to the exponent of 4 all to the root of this, it's just going to be what? It's just going to be, you can put it in your calculator and say root of 2 to the exponent of 4. Check how much it gives you. It's giving you an answer of what? 4. So you have 4 root 3 minus 2 to the exponent of what? 5 over 2, right? All over. Here you're going to get what? 2 root 3 minus 2 to the exponent of what? 3 over 2. Uh, are you guys okay so far?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So let's check now. So this four can be written as what? 2 to the exponent of what? 2, right? And I still have square root of what? 3, right? Here I still have minus 2 to the
Yes,
exponent of what? 5 over 2. All over 2 times square root of 3. Sorry, guys. Minus 2 to the exponent of what? 3 over 2, right? So looking at this whole thing, check. Here you have an exponent of what? 2. You have a base of 2 multiplying this thing, and even here you have a base of 2. Here you have a base of 2, you have a base of 2. So in a way, I know I can take out 2 to the exponent of something as a highest common factor, but I have to check 2 to the exponent of what? So that means I have to check for the smallest exponent. So here I have a 2. What is 5 over 2? 5 over 2 is how much? It's 2.5. Okay. Here I have a what? I have a 1. Let me check 3 over 2. 3 over 2 is 1.5. So therefore, the smallest exponent of 2 that I have is a 1. So I'm going to have to take out 2 to exponent of 1 as a highest common factor at the top and at the what? At the bottom. So I'm going to have 2 into 2 root what? 2 minus. Here, if in case I have 5, so I'm going to have 5 over 2 minus what? 1. So I'm going to have 2 to exponent of what? 3 over 2 all over 2 into square root of 3 minus what is going to be 3 over 2 minus that 1. So 3 over 2 minus 1 is going to be 1 over 2. So we're going to be left 2 to exponent of what? 1 over 2. So these 2's cancel each other out. Then my final answer is just going to be 2 root 2 minus, if in case I take back this to a set, I'm going to have what? So because of this denominator of 2 here, I know I'm going to have square root, but what? 2 cubed all over square root of 3 minus square root of what? 2, which is just the same as 2 root 2 minus root 8 all over root 3 minus root 2. I think this problem was a bit challenging compared to the last ones. Where do you guys think you had a problem? I know here you had a problem. Where do you guys think you have a problem? Guys, I'm done. This is my final answer. So you guys can feel free to ask questions. Guys, you guys are not asking questions. Remember, the purpose of these lessons is not for you to take down answers. It's for you to interact, ask where you don't know, so that we can get a way forward. Guys, any questions?
No, sir. No, sir.
So you guys understand the whole problem.
Yes.
You understood every step I took. So this means that we are going to take 2 to the exponent of 1 as
Yes,
our
sir.
highest common factor. There. That's what we did. So you guys, do you understand everything?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
Even here,
Yes,
everything.
sir.
Everything.
Yes,
Down to the last step.
sir.
Guys, do you guys understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I guess let me try to find a small problem that we can do in the remaining 3 minutes. I just want to find a small problem that we can just possibly do. I think, yeah, I think G can be a small problem that we can tackle. Sorry. So here we are given 2 and square root of 18 minus square root of 32. So we have to find the factors of what? 18. What are the factors of 18? 18 is equal to shift fact 2 times 3 squared. And what is 32? 32 is just equal to what? Shift fact, it's just, where's my pen? It's 2 to the exponent of what? 5. right? Are you guys okay?
Yes.
Okay, so now
Yes,
let's
sir.
problem. So this is just gonna be 2 to the root of 2 times 3 squared minus root of 2 to the exponent of what? 5, right? And then check.
Yes.
Here I'm gonna have 2 times what? I'm gonna separate this because there's multiplication in between. 2 square root of 2 times square root of 3 squared minus, I can still say I have root of 2 to the exponent of what? 5, right? Is equal to 2 times root what? 2. But here it's a square root of 3 squared. So I'm gonna have what? A value of what? 3. Are you guys okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Minus, uh, I'm gonna have, here I can just say I know that 2 to the exponent of 5 can be rewritten as 2 to the exponent of 4 times 2 to the exponent of what? 1, right? Are you guys okay? So here I can say I have 2 to the exponent of 4 times 2 to the exponent of what? 1. You are okay with that?